We've got Uvalde CISD once again in the house.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Hal Harrell's here. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well. Doing all right. Having a great week.
So it's School Counselors Week, is that correct?
School Counselors Week.
Right.
It is. We've got some dynamic counselors in our district and some family specialists that do an amazing job for every one of our kids, for the parents, and getting our kids raised from pre-K up through high school and on to the next.
I can only imagine. And we'll talk more about that in a minute, but do you have any basic information you want to get out of the way before? Because you got a couple of guest counselors
I do have
here,
a couple
right?
guest counselors.
I got a couch in my office, so
there might be a little section before we leave.
Right.
A little
Exactly.
something. The flu, I'm hoping it's about on its way out. I see our attendance coming back up. So, but parents, if your child does have fever, have the flu, please keep them home. We're disinfecting classrooms, buses, any areas that the kids travel quite a bit. So, and it seems like it's responding well as far as the attendance. And so, hopefully it's on its way out.
Well, who's on wipey duty there, man? That's great.
Yeah. At the end of the day, our custodians. So shout out to the custodians because they have been going through and at the bus barn. When at the end of the day, they go through with disinfectant and clean it up, and wipe it out.
Well, yeah, kudos to them because
absolutely.
Absolutely, you want to keep the kids obviously healthy, but you want to keep that attendance up too. So
Absolutely,
very good stuff.
Keep the kids healthy and keep them in school. Absolutely. So yeah, you're right. I do have a couple of counselors here from our district. I have Alida Luna from the high school.
All right.
And then Nicole Henderson, who is one of our family specialists throughout the district. She's a licensed counselor. I'll let you...
Yeah, Miss Luna, come on up here to the mic, Miss Luna. Come on. I like your counselor shirt. It's like a superhero shirt. And it's a counselor, so it's a nice theme.
Yes, sir.
You guys really are superheroes.
Okay. Yes. So yes, our counseling team is really amazing. Yesterday we got together and we found out we have about 265 years of experience in education and counseling within our counseling team. We offer a comprehensive school counseling program that services our students from ages 4 to 18. In order to do that, we all have our specialties. We have our elementary counselors, middle school counselors, and of course our high school counselors. Our elementary counselors include Deanne Delahunty at Dalton, Leslie Munoz at Anthem, and Donna Connell at Robb. We have Carla Garza and Jessica Tijerina at Flores, where that's our 5th and 6th graders. And then at Morales Junior High, we have Jessica Cáceres and Nicole Becker. Early college high school is Elias Portillo is our counselor at early college. He's doing an amazing job. He has actually worked with students when he was a coach at Robb, and he's actually worked at Robb, he's worked at middle school, and now he's at the high school level. So he's gotten to make some really good family connections.
He's about to graduate again.
Yeah, exactly, sir. At high school, we do have 3 counselors. I'm the lead counselor at high school. We have Christy Perez and Rosanna Espadas, and then we also offer services for our students at our DAP campus and ICU campus with Nora Gonzalez. Also, we have Miss Dana Sheedy that is at Batesville. She actually is in a unique situation because their campus actually has pre-K through 6th grade. Wow. So, and she's the one counselor there. So she does an amazing job. She had previously been a teacher in the district, so at that campus, and she's also worked at junior high. So she has a real good connection with the families there. Once a school counselor, always a school counselor.
So that's the entire roster?
That's our entire roster.
Well, let's give it up for that real quick, man, because those are some fantastic people, obviously helping with the mental health, of our children, too. So very cool.
Right. And again, once a counselor, always a counselor. We've had some unique situations this year where we've needed to have some come in and substitute for us. So we have Mary Hernandez, who was helping at DAP and ICU this year, and we had Martha Reyes that came in and helped at Anthem. Our guidance curriculum actually isn't just mental health. We're also doing guidance curriculum to help students develop social skills so that they can have great self-confidence, know where they're headed in life. Also, interpersonal relationships, so they learn how to communicate with others and advocate for themselves. We get them ready for their career, for secondary education, and of course we also offer skills so that they can advocate for personal safety and personal health. We do individual planning with them. We have system support, because not only are we trying to help our students, we're trying to help parents, teachers, and other staff be able to work with students and try to troubleshoot and get assistance to them. So we have system support where we meet with parents, advocating at different meetings and so forth for our students. We also offer responsive services, so when there are crisis situations, we can offer support and put them into contact with different resources. Along those lines, our family specialists come in. We have a team of 3 family specialists in the district. We have Nicole Henderson, Nikki Rodriguez, and Barbara Chase. And here to tell us more about what our family specialists do is Nicole Henderson.
Well, come on over here, Ms. Henderson. How you doing this morning?
Doing well. Good morning.
So now what's that title again?
Family and student specialist.
Okay.
Yes.
And give me the information on that.
So the primary role that we serve in the district is to support the counseling staff and all students and families if there does happen to be a crisis of some sort. We are all licensed professional counselors or interns, so we are licensed by the state of Texas to provide counseling and support services for families, students, groups, when there are issues that just require additional support.
Well, give us an example of something like that.
So, for example, we have a lot of students who experience barriers to success in the classroom because of things going on in their homes, possibly parents going through a divorce, or they've experienced the death of a loved one. It could be issues of anxiety or depression, just different things that are creating a distraction, and they're not quite as able to focus in the classroom, and they need additional support. So the family specialists step in and offer that, not only to students, but to families as well. We love to make connections with our families and offer support to them.
What would you say is the hardest part of that whole process, or the most difficult, I guess? Is it just the communication with the parents? Or I would also imagine, me, I'm one of those parents. It's like, I like to be involved and engaged in my child's education. I know that's not always the case. And I'm also almost resent somebody prying too much into my personal life. So I'm fairly certain you guys get a certain amount of pushback for those people who are just like, hey, leave my family alone. Do you have to, where's the balance there?
We always reach out to families before we initiate services. So if we receive a referral from a school counselor, we reach out to the families first, and we discuss with them why the student was referred to us, get feedback, and invite them to come and participate as well. They're the experts on their own children. Mm-hmm. We do not try to tell parents about their kids. They tell us about their kids and what their specific needs are, what their family needs might be. And so we really try to create a team effort in working with students and families.
No, that sounds very respectful, and but I'm sure there's certain cases where you guys must, in good conscience, delve in a little deeper for those who maybe resist, or maybe parents who just, I'm sorry, aren't qualified to be parents. I mean, that has to happen. I mean, So we do, from time to time, unfortunately, have situations involving maybe abuse or neglect. We have students who are experiencing mental health crises, and we do have a legal responsibility as well to keep those students safe. So if it is an issue of abuse or neglect, we obviously have to call Child Protective Services. It is not our job to investigate. It's our job to report and let those professionals investigate the circumstances. In issues of situations where students might be experiencing a mental health crisis, we always reach out to the parents first. If we feel that the parents are not doing their due diligence in getting their students the help they need, then we do have other options. We would call the county mental health clinic, have somebody come out and assess the student in order to keep them safe. Well, you absolutely have my respect, because that's a job I cannot even imagine undertaking. I mean, that finding that balance, of really being helpful, but, and being sensitive as well, too. So you guys, absolutely hats off to y'all. Give me that. I got a question for both of you ladies. What's the average day of a counselor? I think I feel like, most of us that went probably through the public school system, we probably encountered our counselors just a handful of times. And then as you're a senior, then maybe a little bit more as far as just, where you're going to go to college and whatnot. But what's the typical day in the office? How many people do you run into? And
So I think that would be different for each one of us. I think Ms. Luna probably, just kind of fly by the seat of her pants. You never know what to expect. for me, I have a more scheduled day where I see students one-on-one, so I'm able to kind of plan that out a little
kind of more
bit.
of an on-call kind of
yes,
thing.
Yes, I do.
And then Miss
groups.
Luna, they just come in and are like, Miss Luna, I need you.
Well, we actually have our calendar planned,
Okay.
Our daily schedule and so forth, and we do our best to stick to that schedule so that we're able to offer our guidance lessons, we're able to meet with students and parents, and then we're also able to do the other tasks that we're dealt with. So we have our planned schedule, but depending on the day, depending on the circumstances, depending on what our students are experiencing, we have to modify our day.
I was going to say, I mean, on a
So
personal
it's
level,
like-
I'm sure that occasionally someone, a student just comes up to you and says, "Hey, I need to talk," and that's what a personal,
Right.
interesting job you guys have. So again, you have my respect on that. It's just amazing.
Yes, and our purpose for being at these schools is to be there for our students and our staff and our parents. So when they have a need, then we of course immediately jump to provide that service for them.
Well, very good. Well, any information as far as parents have any questions? Is there a way they can reach you guys or reach out or?
Yes, so if they have, there's a family specialist assigned to every campus. There's also obviously a school counselor at every campus, so they can just call the main number on their student's campus, ask to speak to the family specialist. Barbara Chase is assigned to Flores and Morales. Nikki Rodriguez is assigned to the high school in Dalton, and I cover Robb, Anthon, and Batesville. So if ever a parent needs to get in touch with us, they can just call the school, ask to speak to the family specialist or the school counselor, and they'll put you in contact with us.
Well, very, very good. Well, thank you, ladies, for the information. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, at high school, if they want to go directly to the counseling office, our extension is 6116, and that goes to our secretary in the counseling office. So they can go through the menu, or they can dial 6116 to get directly to the counseling office.
All right. Next time I need some help, I'm going to call you guys up and be like, listen, I got some issues. Now work me through this now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the information. All right,
Thank you.
let's give it up to the counselors.
Absolutely.
School Counselor Week, and Dr. Hal, do you want to put a button on all this real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just going to plug for these two ladies. They do an outstanding job, and
It really sounds like it, yes.
Yeah, and Miss Luna and I, we've worked together, I guess, 25 years plus. We started at an alternative school together.
We all look good.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. And there's that. Tonight we've got Kylie Sendejo. She is going to sign with Coastal Bend College to play softball, going on to the next level. If you want some sort of activity to go see this weekend, we've got the district wrestling meet here starting tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock at the high school.
Nice.
So, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. If you like tennis, we've got 18 tennis teams coming to a tennis tournament this weekend.
Well, we talked about that. We guys have a fantastic tennis,
facility.
Here.
Yeah, absolutely. So baseball has started. We got scrimmage Friday. We've got basketball. We got soccer. So there's something for everybody. And then also, I've got to give kudos to you. I'm going to give the last shout out to you.
Okay. All right.
And congratulations at the Chamber of Commerce last week, the representative of the year. And what you do for our district, I hear it on the radio.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I see you at school events. You're just not a voice on the radio. You're actually a participant in our community and a father of one of our students, and I appreciate you very much allowing us to do this and all that you do for us.
Well, Dr. Hal, this is, again, one of my favorite parts of the week, so thank you guys so much, and it's been a pleasure being here and just helping be a voice for what you guys are trying to accomplish
we appreciate
daily,
it.
So thank you very much.
All right, great partner. Thank you.
All right, there you go. Uvalde CISD. It's 104.9 Coyote Country. Local news is next.
Music I like.
104.9.
It's awesome.
Nobody plays more country. Coyote Country.